Good morning, children. Today we'll complete the rest part of this lesson, explanation, and we will discuss some question answers. Okay? And you have to write word meanings in your copy today. So let's get started. Yes, to glories, I said finally, as that rickshaw driver, auto driver wanted him to know that whether he is coming or not. But suddenly he replied, yes, he wants to go to Glory's market, as he will not get, and he knew very well that actually another auto he will not get to fetch them. As we pulled away, I became frantic with worry. What do you mean by frantic? Anxious and frightened. What if the driver was a kidnapper? What if he decided to drop me off and I couldn't find my mother or my way back home? All these questions actually it was in his mind. He was anxious and frightened as well. He was having a lot of worries. Worry was whether really actually that auto rickshaw driver is a kidnapper. If he is a kidnapper, then what he will do? Okay? And if actually he dropped him there, okay, and if he didn't find his mother out there, how will come back again then? Because as his mother told that no auto rickshaw driver will accept them from there, from Glory's market. So how will be coming home back? I didn't know what to do. I began to pray. It didn't stop me from trembling, but it did ease my fears. The minutes flew by, and soon we reached Glory's. But as the time was passing, and he was praying also, he was trembling, he was shaking with fear. But as the time was passing, actually that fear was growing away. As the minutes flew by, that fear was also going. He was not feeling, he was feeling less fear. Because he was quite confident. My mother saw me. She took my brother Paolo, who was 9, by her left hand and carried their umbrella in her right. They walked towards me. So finally, he reached there, Glory supermarket. He saw his mother also there with Paolo. Okay, and they were walking towards him. Wow, you are really a big boy now. Taking an auto? My mother said with a smile. So his mother was so happy and said, now he is a big boy. She smiled as well. I would have preferred grown man to big boy, but still I glowed with pride. But his mother said actually he's a big boy, not grown man. Still there are many challenges, when you are growing up. This is just one task. He did that. But there are many challenges now when you are growing up. You have to accept all these challenges and you have to prove yourself. That's why his mother said actually you are a big boy. But Carlo thought actually she could have said grown man instead of a big boy. As we started to move, Paolo turned to me, big brother, you were really brave today, he said. Paolo was also feeling that Carlo was very brave because he came alone to fetch them. It was nothing, I said, smiling. Someday you will do this too. He looked at me as if I was God. So here Paulo was looking at him like actually that Carlo was God, because he came alone to fetch them. Okay, and even actually he was telling him that actually you will also do the same thing when you will be growing up, when you will be big boy. As the auto rode through the flooded streets of our neighborhood, past the stores, the houses, I felt great. I had faced my fears and delivered. Means he accepted challenges. He thought that actually grown men never shrink away from challenges. They accept it, they resolve it, they determine it. Okay, so he did the same thing. He was feeling great. He faced his fear, and even actually he delivered it. He proved it. I had a brother who admired me, a mother who trusted me, and the memory of a little adventure for keeps. What do you mean by for keeps? Forever. That means you can keep this in your memory forever. That was the first time when you accepted the challenge, when you were having a lot of fear, scared, frightened, all alone at home, but you proved yourself. I had everything. I felt invincible. What do you mean by invincible? Too powerful to frighten or defeat. I had become a man. So here, that means this action of Carlo proved that he became a man. Okay, so in your life, children, there are many challenges to come, and you have to prove that you are grown up. Now, there are some questions. It didn't stop me from trembling, but it did ease my fears. Explain. So, as he hired and he was in auto rickshaw, so he was trembling. He was still having the fear, and he was thinking about the kidnapper, because he saw already actually in movies, okay, that mostly actually this auto rickshaw drivers who are having mustache, they are the kidnappers. Okay, but as the time was passing, so he was feeling less fear. He was no longer scared. Now question 6. Why did Carlo's brother look at him as if he were God? Yes, Carlo's brother actually he was feeling that he has seen God, because Carlo told his brother that the same thing actually he has to do also in his life. Okay, so Paolo looked at Carlo as if he was God, because Carlo had taken public transport all by himself, and Paolo, who was younger than Carlo, and he thought actually that he was a very brave, that he did that. Why did Carlo feel great by the end of the story? It's obvious. Carlo proved himself. He delivered. Earlier he was having fear, frightened, scared. All the worries actually it was there. How he will do it. Okay. But he accepted the challenge. He was grown up. Children, here are some word meanings which you will write today in your copy. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.